Hey friends, today we are going to do the breakdown of the movie Together, which was recently released. Spoilers ahead, if you haven't watched the movie please do watch it, so without further ado let's start. Opening. Relationship at a crossroads. Tim, Dave Franco, a struggling musician, and Millie Allison Brie, an earnest grade school teacher, are a couple whose relationship is showing signs of strain. Millie has landed a teaching job in the countryside, and Tim reluctantly follows her, leaving behind his ambitions and city life. Their sex life has diminished, and Millie increasingly resents Tim's childish dreams and lack of commitment. Arrival in the countryside. Their new country home is isolated and unwelcoming, marked immediately by the sight of dead rats in the ceiling, adding to the sense of unease. While hiking in the woods, Tim and Millie accidentally fall into a crevasse and become trapped. Desperate, Tim drinks from a strange, stagnant pool. After Millie sips too, though less. By morning, their legs are mysteriously stuck together with a sticky substance. Though they manage to separate themselves, this marks the beginning of horrifying and intrusive physical changes. He experiences a terrifying phenomenon. Whenever he and Millie touch, their bodies begin to stick together. At first, this is just Tim's problem, manifesting both as physical stickiness and a sense of being magnetically, supernaturally drawn to Millie's location, even when apart. Escalating horror. Transformation begins. Soon, Millie also starts experiencing the body-fusing symptoms. Their situation spirals when Tim, feeling ill, finds himself glued to Millie wherever they meet. When Millie drives off alone, Tim is involuntarily pulled in the direction of her car, showing she now exerts a bizarre physical control over him. This force grows more aggressive, especially during moments of intimacy, and their bodies begin to physically fuse, particularly their arms and other limbs. The community and the mystery. Millie starts work at her new school and meets Jamie, a friendly but unnervingly intense local teacher. Jamie seems welcoming but is somewhat too invested in their affairs. The couple hears rumors about Simon and Carrie, a local couple who mysteriously went missing after hiking in the same forest. Tim visits a doctor, who writes off his symptoms as panic attacks and prescribes muscle relaxants. But Tim's research, using social media and PhotoExif data, reveals Simon and Carrie had also visited the same cave, and drawn the same strange symbols that now surround the couple's own house. Horrific bond. The codependency twist. One night, the supernatural force becomes overwhelming. Tim and Millie are drawn together, contorting in agony as their arms fuse in an unnatural way. In a panic, they use the muscle relaxants to stop the process and lose consciousness. When Tim awakes, he finds himself tied to a chair as Millie hacks through their fused arm with a saw so they can go to the hospital. But Millie has left the car keys at Jamie's house, so Tim, driven by paranoia, returns to the cave. Jamie's secret and cult rituals. At Jamie's house, Millie finds a home video playing, two men performing an occult wedding ritual, slicing their wrists and fusing together, confirming that Jamie is actually the result of an earlier fusion. Jamie tries to convince Millie that fusing is salvation and happiness, but she resists. Jamie wounds Millie's arm, following the ritual's pattern, and she escapes. The cave revelation and the final fusion. Back in the cave, Tim finds the missing couple fused together as a grotesque humanoid creature, stabbed in the neck, a fate they suffered for resisting the supernatural force. He and Millie reunite in their driveway. Fearing the same fate, Tim prepares to slit his throat, sacrificing himself to save Millie from this horror. But Millie, wounded and near death from blood loss, is saved when Tim fuses his arm to her wound. Accepting their shared fate, the couple professes their love, slow dances as they fuse completely, to become one, transforming into a single androgynous being. Epilogue. Acceptance and transformation. The film ends as Millie's parents arrive for a weekend visit, knocking on the door which now displays the cave's symbol. They're greeted by a serene, androgynous figure, strongly implied to be the fused Millie and Tim, living together as a single new entity. The final scene suggests a twisted sense of peace and togetherness arising from the process, yet laced with horror and loss of individuality. Together, blends body horror with relationship drama, using the couple's supernatural transformation as both literal and metaphorical commentary on the dynamics of codependency, sacrifice, and the longing for union, with disturbing consequences when taken too far. It's a film where love, horror, and transformation are inseparable, and the ending leaves viewers questioning the nature of togetherness itself. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please consider giving it a thumbs up, it really helps the channel out. Also, let me know what you thought in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on future content. I'll see you in the next one.